Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing U.S. visas from Thailand and specifically a number of backlogs that we're seeing at the National Visa Center. I've had a lot of people asking me about this recently, and I've done another video contemporaneously with this one where we discuss the situation with interviews here at the embassy. And most people, once they get what's called documentarily qualified in immigrant cases, or they get notice from National Visa Center that they're moving the case from the NVC over to the embassy, they immediately think that, okay, now we can start dealing with the embassy. Well, even at the best of times, it's not necessarily true because it takes a minute for the NVC to move the case from their facility and get it out here. It's kind of like sending it by FedEx, if you will, although it goes by the courier service through the U.S. Embassy system. That's going to take a minute, and under normal circumstances, usually my experience has been about 2 or 3 weeks from the time NVC and a K1, for example, says, hey, we're moving that case over. It takes them 2 or 3 weeks. It gets over here, and then we deal with interview stuff and get that all set up. In immigrant cases, we do get the appointment, and then they move the case. If your case is documentarily qualified and it's going to the embassy in Thailand, it's moving slow. I know a lot of people, they've contacted me a lot. They've said, hey, we're DQ. What's going on? Well, there's a major backlog. There's a queue of cases. And on top of that, in response to this third wave of COVID, we've seen a lot of cases postponed for interview. We've seen them tell us that they've had to make certain arrangements with respect to the COVID response. Basically, maybe less people are operating in the office. Long story short, things are moving more slowly. So we're definitely seeing cases move, but they are not moving at the pace that people are used to. People perceive them that they should be moving at. And this is based on, they go on these websites like Visa Journey and they say, well, this guy got his case moved over from NVC in like a week and a half. Well, yeah, that was in April of 2018 when we didn't have all these issues that we have right now. Look, the timing of at what point in time these cases move around has a lot to do with how they process. And cases moving in 2020 and 2021 are completely different from what was happening in 18 and 19. Notwithstanding the fact that overall the process is basically the same, a bunch of intervening factors came in and have changed timelines and things. And look, the system is it's not in great shape at the moment. And I do understand people's frustration. I understand it completely. Those folks who contact us, especially our clients and things, we're doing the best that we can. We're trying to keep things moving, but it is a slow process. It is a situation where, you'll have to bear with us too. We're trying to deal with it as fast as we can, but things are not moving at the pace that they normally move at. And even then, it wasn't an instantaneous process. So right now, even those cases, K3s, IR1s, CR1s that are going through, just expect it's going to take a little bit more time than what you may be reading about on the internet as far as how long it should be taking.